Hey, Lindsay, has anything been topsy-turvy in your world recently?
Topsy turvy. Good question. You mean a little bit unstable, a little kind of strange?
Yes, a little bit upside down. Yes, exactly. So has
Um,
it?
well, I've been getting up at 6 a.m. For 30 minutes of meditation, and I feel a little
Oh,
topsy turvy when I get up because I'm tired.
yeah.
I feel tired. I feel a little dizzy. It's just sort of hard to sit down and meditate at that time of day when you're just
Yeah.
coming out of sleep. But I'm
Mm,
trying it, and it is actually helping me a lot to
that's
solidify
good.
my practice.
Do you fi do you find it's better to do, meditation in the morning or at night, or when did you used to do it?
I really like the morning starting off the day that way. I used to do it at night, but it's hard because the TV's going,
Mm.
you can hear things in the house, and it's
Yeah,
really hard for me to get that space.
yeah,
Um so I find it a lot easier in the morning when the house is quiet, no one's up, except for my
yeah.
dog staring at me and saying, "When are we going out? What's happening?" He doesn't know what's going on.
He's meditating too.
So that feels a little weird sometimes. But yeah, Michelle, anything topsy-turvy happening in your life?
Oh, lots of things. Like, I don't know if I've mentioned it on the show before, but I guess I should say it that I'm moving.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's
Yes,
right.
so that makes things quite topsy-turvy. Um,
Yes.
but
Wow.
yeah, big move and gonna be a little bit of a topsy-turvy summer, that's for sure.
Yeah, things are always awkward when you're between apartments,
Yeah.
between cities, between places. Like half your life is in one city, half your life is in another city, right?
Yep. Yes,
Awkward.
it will. Yes, it is. Like you have one foot in each place, and
Yeah.
so that's what it's gonna be like. So you might see me on some episodes where I'll be in a different location, and then I'll be in a different location.
Yeah, so exciting.
We'll
We're
figure it
excited to
all out.
hear about your life change, Michelle.
Yeah.
And that is actually a better example than my meditation because
Oh,
that is topsy turvy. It's awkward. It's awkward.
yeah.
Moving is awkward.
So yeah. Today we're gonna answer a question about this funny sounding word expression. So we got a great listener question today. Lindsay, would you like to read it?
Yes. So this question is from Santiago Jose Wagner, and he says, "Hey, girls, hope you're doing great. Could you please go deeper in relation to the expression topsy turvy? Thanks a lot. Regards,
Mm.
Santiago." Wow, it's a great, oh my God. This expression you would never see in a textbook.
No.
Never.
No, this is we're gonna have fun with this. Yeah, this is a good
Yeah.
question. Guys, also head on over. We did an episode with Whitney Johnson, episode 2216. It was Whitney Johnson on how to navigate change in your international life. So when you're dealing with change, you might feel a little topsy-turvy. So
Oh,
listen
that's a
to
good
this.
example. Yeah. Oh, for sure. In that episode, Whitney told us about moving abroad and what we go through when we relocate to a new country. And that's actually a part one of a two-part series that we're doing with
Mhm.
another podcast, a collaboration. So
Ooh.
Joe, go and check out that episode 2216 and let us know what you think of that episode. Good stuff.
Sounds good. Okay. So, yeah, topsy turvy. This basically means disorganized, this upside down, not literally, right? But a lacking
Right.
order. And for the sake of this episode, we're just going to focus on how this is used as an adjective because there are other ways that it's used. So, we're just going to be focusing on this
Okay.
one way.
Nice. All right. So, do I hear people say this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do
You
think
do?
so. Not super often,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's in our language, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
is. Yeah. I don't
Mhm.
hear it that often, but I do hear it. It's definitely worth learning, for sure.
Yes.
And it's just a great way to be able to express when everything's like, "Whoa." It's just really
You
it's really good.
you imagine when you spin the top and it's
Yeah.
kind of right when it's
Yeah.
slowing
Wobbling
down.
like,
That's exactly it. I think that might be where it
maybe.
came from. That's what I think of, a top as it slows down,
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
wobbly and it's falling and it doesn't have
Yeah.
a strong
Yeah.
base,
Yep.
doesn't have a
Yep.
strong foundation. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yep, exactly. So, all right, let's do some examples. Let's see what's the first one.
Here we go. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you. Everything has been so topsy turvy at home since the baby was born, and that's another moment when you would expect that. Kind of
Mhm.
chaotic because, as they say, I was watching something last night and it was saying the characters on the show were saying there's no owner's guide. There's no manual for being a parent. It's really on the job training, isn't it?
Yes, and it's very the weirdest part is when you become when you have your first kid, it's it's almost like the baby cries and you just looking around, "Oh, who's gonna help this baby?" And then you realize it's you,
It's
and
you.
you're like, "I'm not this
Whoa.
responsible to care for this baby."
Gosh,
Um,
Michelle, that's so
it
intense.
it
Oh my
doesn't I didn't
gosh.
have the feel but that transition from 0 children to 1, or I guess to some people 2, and it happens to twins or 3 or whatever,
Right,
I think
right.
that's, like, whoa, whoa,
Wow.
it's so
It's like you have to
topsy-turvy.
reconceptualize yourself, right? You're a whole
Right,
new person now in relation to this person.
right, you're
Wild.
very, important to these people who are dependent on you.
I can't
So,
imagine anything more topsy-turvy feeling. More
that is
it's kinda just awkward. It's awkward,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yep,
Yeah.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So here's another example. Our manager quit and it's been topsy-turvy here ever since. Hopefully they hire someone soon. So things at
Yeah.
work can get topsy-turvy.
Totally. Sometimes another more immediate example of this is when someone goes on vacation, right? Often, we're a small
Ah,
team
yeah,
and we fill in for each other when we go on
yeah,
vacation.
yeah.
I think next week Aubrey's going somewhere to, I
Oh,
think, Hawaii or something.
oh.
And, so we're
Mhm.
taking on some of her tasks and I awkwardly ask her, okay, when is this due? Remind me, what do I have to do here? And it's awkward. It's topsy turvy,
It's
right? To make sure it gets
topsy-turvy.
done in the way it's supposed to get done because I don't normally do those tasks, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, exactly. So,
Mhm.
I mean, Lindsay, how do you handle those moments when you feel something's out of order, not going the way it's planned? What
Ooh,
yeah, what
depend
how do you
yeah.
feel?
Depends on if it's at home or at work. I always go to writing
Mhm,
things down. Okay, what exactly do I need to know? How do we get this back on what are the most important things that have to get done?
mhm.
Try to have some grace for myself. We did a whole episode about having
You're having
grace, giving
grace. Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
grace,
give yourself
right?
grace. Yep, I
Yeah,
remember
what do you
that.
do?
Mostly freak out. No, I'm just joking.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
No, 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 I'm just joking, I'm just joking. I am handling these topsy-turvy moments better than I used to. I think
Yeah.
I've just sometimes I just accept it. And this is going crazy. We just kind of like what you said, we just need to prioritize. Okay, I mean with moving, even I mean these are things that I'm
Oh.
stressed about right now. Even things like your doctors,
Mhm.
moving your prescriptions over to a
Awkward.
pharmacy where you're moving, you have to find new doctors, you have to transfer medical records, and I haven't even started that. And
Oh,
but that's kind of that thing in my head that I oh, that's yeah,
that's
that makes me
topsy-turvy.
yeah, that's topsy-turvy. Just those logistics of making that transition until everything is complete and you're in your new place,
Yeah.
it's
O
very topsy-turvy.
or even when you're in your new place living out of boxes,
Oh,
very topsy-turvy because then you think, "Where are my socks? Are my socks in the drawer? Are they in the box? Where are the socks?" Yeah, things like
where are the
this.
socks? Yeah. Well, I mean, just to give you guys a little bit more, the place where I'm moving, is not going to be ready, but I need
Oh,
to
yeah, that
move still,
is
so I am going to be in
okay.
an Airbnb situation, and some of the days we need to move out because they were already reserved, so
Oh my
during the summer,
gosh.
I will be in the place, then I will need to find another place, then I will be back
Okay.
in the place, and
So
then
you're
another place. So the
your
whole
life
summer is topsy-turvy.
topsy-turvy, your entire summer, your entire life this summer is topsy-turvy. That's a great
Yeah,
example. I'm
and
glad
then
that we
yeah.
have these examples.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got tons of them. But I no, but I think that yeah, when I think about the summer, I think, "Oh, summer is such a great time. It's so relaxing and so much fun." And we go
Mm.
and then I look at this summer and I think, "Oh no, this is not the summer that
Well, you'll have a relaxing fall once everything
Mm,
falls into place,
yes,
so
exactly. It's okay. It's what makes life exciting, right?
yeah, that's
So,
life. This life. This is how it goes. Good stuff. All right, Michelle. So where do we go
okay.
from here? We've given
All
a
right.
lot. We've given our listeners a really good picture in their mind,
Yes.
and they think of you
They're
of
just
what topsy turvy actually
when you
means,
think of me, think of a top spinning and just kinda
right?
like just yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So let's use some expressions and teach some expressions that can
Okay.
express a similar idea. Lindsay,
Yeah.
what's the first one?
Out of whack. I love this
Yeah.
one. Not
Yeah.
the way it should be. Something is not the way it should be. Something is off. Something's not quite right. For
Yep.
example, things have been so out of whack here. I think it's because we're all still adjusting to that time change. Right.
Yeah.
That can
Yes, that's
happen.
another
Yeah.
one is, when you're
Mhm.
dealing with jet lag.
Yes, for sure. Or in disarray. I love this word.
Mhm. Mhm. So, yeah, everything is in disarray, but I'm hoping to get back on track once the school year starts.
Or upside down. I can't believe how
Mhm.
upside down things are at work right now. How can we fix these issues?
Yeah.
Also, a
Mm.
very similar idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the last one we're gonna teach right now is backwards. Okay, so
Yeah.
we really need help because everything is backwards right now. Maybe we should find a consultant.
Yeah, and this can be used in other contexts too. I've heard it being used when we talk about people's views, like
Yes.
political views.
Yeah, you have it backwards.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But that's not what today is about. Today is about this concept of awkwardness and chaos in life. And we all
Yeah.
encounter these seasons of life. So, really good connection skill today. But we're coming up with some fantastic vocab that our
Yes.
listeners,
Oh, we've
if
got
they
tons.
really want
Yeah.
to study them and save them to their list where they need to consume all ears English.
Yeah, well, guys, you gotta get the All Ears English app. We have this excellent app that's available for iOS and Android. And on this app, you get these vocabulary words, these key words that we've chosen for you, and you can get them all in one place. You can all on your personalized power list, and you can also follow along with the episode and read what we're saying as we're saying it. So cool.
Exactly, exactly. And the other thing that's cool about the app that we don't talk about much, but we should, is we don't run sponsorships on
Mhm.
the app episodes. So if you
Mm.
consume All Ears English in the app, you're not going to hear any of our
Yeah.
sponsorships. Sponsorships are an important way for us to keep the show going.
Yeah.
And it's a great way for you to support the show. But if you want kind of an ad free version, at least
Yeah.
in terms of outside sponsors, the app is the place to get that.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point, Lindsay. Yeah, so go to allearsenglish.com/app,
Good.
APP.
Good. Okay. So here we are, friends, in our role play coming up, talking about an issue that we are having while traveling. Yeah, that can be
Mm,
another situation.
there's so many.
Oh, there's always so oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
Here
here
we
we
go.
go. Okay, so this all got out of whack when the airline gave us the wrong bag.
The wrong bag or the wrong tag? The
Tag,
wrong
the wrong
tag.
tag.
Okay. Right. So this is completely topsy turvy right now. I just want my bag.
I know. I'm gonna go talk to them again, but they're in disarray because all the flights are delayed.
Yeah. I think everything is backwards right now and they are just totally overwhelmed.
Yeah, but they are upside down with their priorities.
Ooh, this brings back memories of was that 2021 or 2022? I think it was 2022 winter Christmas time where Southwest Airlines just melted down, Michelle. Do you
Oh,
remember?
yes, I
Meltdown.
do. Yes.
Total meltdown due to some inclement weather, and it just spread. It's due to their they call it like a hub and spoke model, their business model around the way they fly their planes and ground their planes.
Mhm.
They work differently from the other airlines, and they just it was total disarray.
It was topsy-turvy, disarray.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So let's go back through this again. Yeah.
Okay, so I said okay, so it sounds like where you lost your bag, and I'm saying this all got out of whack when the
Mhm.
airline gave us the wrong tag. So
Yes.
they gave us the wrong tag, so maybe the bag got lost, so out of whack.
Yeah, exactly. Say, right. This is completely topsy turvy right now. I just want my bag. And I do remember that winter. It wasn't just Southwest, it was United. It was all the airlines, but
Yeah,
Southwest was the
yeah.
worst. And I remember going to get my bag, and there were bags everywhere that had come off the belts and were just sitting to wait to be
Oh,
from prior planes. It was
oh
bad,
no.
Michelle.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my gosh. It was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Disarray.
Yeah, so I said, "I'm gonna go talk to them again," but they are in disarray because all the flights are delayed, so everything is you could also say another and there are a lot of these expressions. You could also say they're all mixed up. That's another one.
Yep, for sure, all mixed up, and then I
Yeah.
said, "I think everything is backwards right now," and they're totally overwhelmed, so
Mhm.
they're not prioritizing flights correctly, all these things are going wrong, and
Yeah.
then you said, "Michelle?"
Yeah, I said they're upside down with their priorities. So this is a slightly different usage.
Mm,
This is kind of how we were talking about, Lindsay, with the word backwards, how it can mean
Uh,
everything is crazy, but it can also mean maybe something is wrong. So this is saying they're upside down with their priorities. We're saying, yeah, everything is crazy, but they also just have things mixed up. Something is not right with the way with their viewpoint.
oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So, for example, maybe you could say an airline is upside down prioritizing profits over safety, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of thing could
Right.
happen. But Michelle, I feel like we should remind our listeners if they want a great, flight experience, they could consume All Ears English this summer.
Ah,
Oh, that is
very
actually
good.
kind of exciting and
That
awesome,
is good.
guys. We want to let you know if you are flying Lufthansa Airlines this summer, check out the in-flight entertainment. You will find All Ears English in your in-flight entertainment. Take a photo of yourself with the in-flight entertainment All Ears English. Send it to us. We're going to create a display board to show everyone that's been consuming All Ears English on the airline. This is awesome. I don't know any other
So much
podcasts
fun.
that are on there,
No,
Michelle.
I love it.
We're excited. So we want you
Yes.
guys to consume that, enjoy that, and just enjoy All Ears English in the sky. Very
Yes,
cool.
we'll see you in the sky.
All right. What's the takeaway for today?
Okay, well, these are all a lot of fun. It doesn't always feel fun when your life is topsy-turvy, but now you know how to express it. This can happen with so many different pieces of life, and I'm sure we've all felt this way. So now you can express it, you can show your vulnerability, you can connect with
Mm,
others, maybe explain why things are a little bit off, why you haven't gotten back to someone, why you haven't made a certain decision.
yeah.
So this is just endlessly useful.
I totally agree. I love this because in a perfect world, we're connecting by watching the stars together and philosophical, deep conversations, but that
Yeah.
doesn't always happen. This is more realistic. Our lives are
Yeah.
topsy turvy, and maybe we did miss a coffee date with someone, for
Yeah.
example, and
Yeah.
now we need the words to explain why we missed it to rescue the connection.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so
Good
important,
point. Yeah.
right? Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a great listener question. Thank you so much. And guys, we'll see you on the next one.
All right. All right, Michelle. Good luck this summer with the topsy
Uh,
turviness.
thanks. Bye.
All right. Let us know how it goes. We'll talk to you
I will.
soon.
I
All
sure will.
right.
Bye.